Have you ever felt like the ground suddenly shifted beneath your feet when someone unexpected left your life? That sinking feeling can leave you confused and wondering, what just happened? It's like being in a dramatic scene from a movie where everything changes in an instant. But what if I told you that these breakups or separations might not just be bad luck? They could actually be messages from a higher power, guiding you to rediscover who you really are. Join me as we explore why God might separate you from certain people and uncover the valuable lessons that come from these difficult moments. Let's kick things off by acknowledging those chaotic emotions. You know the ones I mean: sudden heartbreak, confusion, and that delicate sting of rejection. Whether it was a romantic partner who ghosted you, a friend who drifted away, or a family member who became distant, it's completely normal to grapple with the question, why would God allow this to happen? Is it divine will, a cruel twist of fate, or perhaps part of a larger cosmic plan that guides us toward our greater good? Now let's dive a bit deeper into the emotional whirlpool. Picture this. You're in the middle of a storm, with feelings of sadness and anger swirling around you. Maybe even betrayal is lurking in the corners. It's as if your self-esteem took a nosedive off a cliff. You start questioning everything. Was it something I said? Did I not care enough? Those thoughts can weigh heavy, like a backpack full of rocks. But hang tight, there's more to explore here. What if I told you that these separations aren't mere coincidences? What if they are divine interventions disguised as heartbreak? Imagine the universe, like a wise old friend, gently nudging you away from negative influences and edging you closer to a path of self-discovery. Sure, this idea might sound a bit far-fetched when you're knee-deep in heartache, but it's an intriguing concept worth pondering. Temporary characters in our life stories. As we sift through our memories, let's think about this. What if the people who left were merely temporary characters in our life story? Their chapter may have been designed to teach us something essential. And once that lesson was learned, it was time for them to exit stage left. Shifting to this perspective can feel liberating. Instead of viewing separation as a loss, it becomes a testament to your growth, like reaching a milestone on your journey to becoming your best self. But why would God allow these temporary characters to enter and exit our lives? Understanding divine protection. So let's explore the reasons behind these separations. Sometimes it feels like a protective shield is safeguarding us against toxic relationships that drain our energy. Have you ever felt like you were stuck in quicksand, trying to pull someone up while sinking deeper? These connections can hold us back, preventing us from realizing our true potential. Moreover, these separations create space for something transformative. Other times, they allow us the opportunity to focus on our personal and spiritual growth, enabling us to emerge stronger and more aligned with who we truly are. Speaking of personal growth, let me share my own experience. A personal testimony of growth. I want to share a personal testimony that I believe many of you will resonate with. There was a time in my life when I found myself in a relationship that felt heavy, like I was carrying a boulder on my shoulders everywhere I went. Day by day, it drained my energy and happiness, and the vibrant light that once filled my spirit began to dim. I kept telling myself that I needed to make it work, convinced that love could conquer all obstacles. It was almost as if I was wearing blinders, unable to see how far I had strayed from my true self. I convinced myself that the key to love was relentless dedication, focusing on their needs and wants while neglecting my own. I became a master of people-pleasing, catering to their desires, while my own dreams and aspirations sat quietly in the background, gathering dust. I remember countless nights lying awake, replaying conversations in my mind, wondering if I had done enough, if I had said the right thing, or if I could somehow be more to keep the peace. But then came the day of realization, an epiphany that struck me like a light bulb flickering on in a dark room. It suddenly dawned on me that I was trapped in a cycle. Could love truly be carrying the weight of someone else's happiness on my back? This clarity was both liberating and terrifying. I realized that I was compromising my own needs, my joy, and my identity in the process. I had to confront the uncomfortable truth. I was losing myself in my determination to hold the relationship together. In that moment of clarity, I felt a wave of emotions crash over me: fear, sadness, and an unexpected glimmer of hope. It was a transformational moment, as I understood that love doesn't mean losing oneself, but rather, it means being stronger together without sacrificing your essence. I knew it was time to prioritize myself and step out of the shadows. This realization, painful as it was, marked the beginning of a journey toward reclaiming my identity and taking responsibility for my own happiness. Upon choosing to walk away, I experienced a wave of relief wash over me, like finally ripping off a Band-Aid. It was only then that I truly recognized how much I had been evolving, almost in disguise. That separation, it was a hidden blessing, granting me the freedom to focus on myself, on my healing, dreams, and spiritual growth. In hindsight, I can see it was as if the universe was whispering, "Time for a change, my friend." Reflecting on that experience, it's clear to me. Separations can be catalysts for transformation. They challenge us to confront our insecurities, reassess our values, and delve into a more profound understanding of our purpose. Let me encourage you, as you think about your own journeys of separation, do not shy away from the introspection. Dig deep, unearth those lessons, and allow them to guide you toward a more fulfilling and passion-driven life. And speaking of guidance, it's important to recognize another powerful force at play in these moments: embracing divine intervention. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate this. Divine intervention is always working in our favor, even when we feel lost. Yes, these separations might hurt, but they can lead us to a deeper connection with ourselves and the universe. Can you imagine stepping out of the fog to discover a brighter path ahead? It's there, waiting for you. And as we navigate these emotional landscapes, it's also important to find joy amid the challenges. Finding humor in relationships. Let's take a moment to appreciate the humor in our situations. Think of relationships as a constantly changing playlist. Some are like catchy pop songs, irresistible for a time and then they fade away. Others are timeless classics, always there when you need them. Just like those one-hit wonders, certain connections serve their purpose and then fizzle out. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. The key is recognizing when it's time to change the playlist and make room for something new. With this understanding that relationships can shift and change, it's also essential to look for the positive aspects that come with these transitions. Recognizing silver linings. Now, let's explore the silver linings that often accompany these separations. When one door closes, new opportunities open. You may find that these changes lead to new friendships that resonate more with who you currently are. Imagine being in a new setting, a coffee shop, a gym class, or a community event, and discovering someone who shares your passion for that quirky hobby you thought no one else cared about. It's like a little cosmic matchmaking at work. And while new friendships blossom, it's also important to embrace another powerful aspect of change: solitude. Embracing solitude. Let's talk about something we all dread at times: being alone. It can feel isolating, especially at first. But here's the twist: being alone can actually be a wonderful gift. This is your time to rediscover yourself without distractions. Think of it as a solo trip, where instead of exploring a new city, you're diving into the wonders of your own heart and mind. Try that new restaurant solo or binge watch that series everyone's raving about. You deserve it. Embracing your own company can be incredibly liberating. Now that we recognize the value of solitude, let's explore how we can truly make the most of this time for personal growth and healing. Seizing the moment of solitude. So, how can we truly make the most of our solitude? Start by allowing yourself to feel your emotions. If you need to cry, let those tears flow. If anger surfaces, find a healthy outlet. Dance, run, or even scream into a pillow. After processing those feelings, shift your focus. Ask yourself questions like, what did I learn from this person? Or how did this experience help me grow? Recognizing that each chapter in your life has its lessons can help shift your mindset from loss to abundance. And as you deepen your understanding of solitude, it's equally important to focus on nurturing the most vital relationship you have, the one with yourself. Nurturing the most important relationship. Now, let's talk about the most important relationship you can nurture, the one with yourself. You are your own best friend. Too often, we forget to check in with ourselves amidst life's chaos. Take time to treat yourself to a cozy day at home or embark on a little solo adventure. Grab that book you've been meaning to read or visit that art exhibit you've been curious about. Enjoying your own company will transform how you perceive separations, not as endings, but as new beginnings. As you nurture this vital connection with yourself, it's also essential to embrace the powerful practice of gratitude. The power of gratitude. So, what's next? What can you do with this refreshed perspective on difficult separations? One powerful practice is cultivating gratitude. It's like putting on rose-colored glasses. Instead of focusing on what you've lost, shift your attention to what you've gained. Consider the resilience you've built, the clarity you've discovered, and the new insights you've gained about your life and future relationships. As gratitude fills your heart, it naturally opens the door to deeper connections with others, allowing you to embrace empowerment. Connection and empowerment. Here's another thought to ponder. Your connections can lead to empowerment. The saying, "Your vibe attracts your tribe," isn't just catchy, it's true. When you embrace your authentic self, you naturally draw in those who resonate with your energy. This shift can change your social landscape, breathing new life into your relationships. And as you foster these empowering connections, remember to keep an eye on the future and the bright opportunities that lie ahead. Embracing the brighter horizon. As we start to wrap things up, let's look ahead to a brighter horizon. Each experience you face is a stepping stone guiding you toward your truest self. Think of it like the changing seasons. Just as summer fades into fall, each season of your life brings its own lessons and beauty. The separations you face are well-timed chapters of your life story, essential and provocative parts of your journey. Thank you for joining me on this heartfelt exploration of divine separations. Have you experienced a similar journey of heartache and growth? I want to hear your stories in the comments below. Your experiences are valuable and might inspire someone to find their path through their own struggles. If you're hungry for more content on spiritual awakening and personal development, don't miss my upcoming video about trusting your intuition and embracing your inner guidance. Remember, each separation opens a door to new beginnings. And if you found value in today's discussion, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more uplifting content. So, take a moment to breathe deeply, hold your head high, and embrace the journey ahead. Instead of asking, why me? Shift toward, what's next for me? Because I promise you, even the most daunting separations can lead to the most glorious new beginnings. The universe has crafted a beautiful plan for you. Keep your heart open and let it unfold.